Hi, I'm George, this is Dave. We're here from Acme Guitar Works, and we're here today to tell you about blender wiring. So we have a set of pickups in our reference Stratocaster, and this is set up with blender wiring, and this wiring is SA-SSS1 blender. So the deal with this is, on a Stratocaster, you cannot get the neck and the bridge pickups on together, but you can on a Telecaster. And so a lot of times, guys will say, well man, on my Tele, I'd like to be able to do the same thing on my Strat. The blender wiring allows you to do that. There are different ways to turn on the neck and bridge pickups together. One thing that you can do is use a push-pull pot or a mini toggle to turn like the neck pickup on. And there are guitars actually out there that do that come with those switches. Like the G&L has one, I think it's called the S500. Lindy Fralin, a long time ago, 20 years ago maybe, came up with the idea, we could use a pot for that rather than a switch, and that way, rather than just toggling on, say, the neck pickup when I'm in the bridge position, I can blend the neck pickup in or mix it in, and I can get subtle tonal nuances that I would not otherwise. Can you say that straight thing?
Shadings. Tonal shadings.
And you can get subtle tonal shadings with that you can't get by just toggling the pickup in or out of the mix. The cool thing about the blender pot is it doesn't just work on the neck pickup. It also works on the bridge pickup. So here's the thing. We've turned the guitar into basically a master volume and master tone. So if you think of it in those terms, just a single volume, single tone, the tone control is always active in all 5 switch positions. The bottom control becomes the blender pot. And basically, in one position, it does nothing. And in fact, not only does the pot do nothing in terms of mixing the pickups together, but the pot itself actually disappears from the circuit like a no-load pot does. So literally, the pot itself, the 250K resistor, becomes invisible to the circuit, so it doesn't load the circuit. So you really have a volume and a tone control, and that's it. But as you start to rotate that pot, you start to add in either the neck or the bridge. If you're in the bridge position on the switch, it adds in the neck. If you're in the neck position, it adds in the bridge. And so let's say you're in the bridge position and maybe it's a little brighter than you want and you want to warm it up a little bit. One way you could do that would be to roll off some treble using the tone control, and Dave will sort of illustrate that. But another thing you could do is, if you have blender wiring, is you could roll in a little bit of the neck pickup, and you can have it all the way on, or you can have it a little bit of the way on. A little bit of the way on, and so now Dave will demonstrate that.
That's all the way up. That's not quite all the way down, but this would be all the way.
So all the way. Pretty noticeable tonal shift.
Absolutely.
And so now when you're all the way, go all the way down with it, so both
Okay.
are on. And now just play a little bit so we can sort of see what that sounds like, your neck and bridge together. So it's actually, I think it's a really cool sound. It's really something that's applicable. It's something that you can go out there and it's a cool sound. It sounds good with gain. And after I'm done talking, then Dave will just play a little bit and go through the different switch positions and maybe add some gain, and so you'll be able to hear some of the other ways that it influences the tone. One thing in addition to that is that it also works in the 2 and the 4 position. So if you're in the bridge middle, it still is going to add the neck pickup in. So you can have all 3 on. And if you're in the neck middle, then it'll add the bridge pickup in. So try it with all three pickups on all the way.
Okay. So here we had these two on, and then by taking that all the way down, we've added the neck pickup. So now we're at all three.
That sounds great. I think that sounds really cool. Okay, so why don't you, I think that's probably all the explanation that's needed. So I'm just going to shut up at this point and let Dave play and just go through throw different switch positions and.
Okay, we'll stay at that position right there for now, and we'll add a little bit of gain to it. Here, with some bridge position with it blended in. So we have bridge and neck, which is what a lot of guys like about a telly, to be able to get that bridge and neck single coil sound. And I love tellies myself, but that's a cool way to get, it's almost identical, right? Even though this isn't quite a telly pickup, it's
Yeah, it's as close as you can get on a Strat. And it does a pretty good job.
hear that clean. We'll go into the neck position, and we won't go quite all the way. We'll go halfway, so that would give us full neck with about 50% of the bridge. Right?
And then after you do that, roll it back up so we can compare it to just the neck without the 50% of the bridge.
Okay. And then 100 the other way. So just neck. This notch position here, which is these two, blended. That's a sweet sound.
Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. It's very popular. It's one of the most popular wiring. In fact, you know, it's probably the single most popular wiring that we do. We do a lot of Stratocaster wiring. We've done thousands of pre-wired pickguards over the years for Stratocasters, and I can tell you that probably, you know, 40 to 50% of them have been blender wiring. It's really popular. So, thanks for watching.